All right. All right, how we all doing here? Take one moment here. We're just going to make sure everything's working just exactly right. All right, looks like everything's working just exactly right. M14 in the house. Schmidt happens. What up? Welcome, everyone. Let's see. We'll just take care of these crates here for a second. Cap. Gopher, what's going on? Welcome. Stylo's in the house. What's happening here? Shannon? How's it going? Oh, it's going good. Another week in the books. Goker. What's going on? Evan? Let's see where we're at here. I need this Minotaur project done because we ran out of cash again. As you can see, we went from about 70, 75 million, give or take. Plummeted all the way to zero. We actually had stop and play a few games in the kid just to make some cash to get the hull for the Tier 7 Italian. We will try and speed this up a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just over a month left on this one. Yeah, about a month. That should be a nice chunk of change. Free to win. You have access to the Summers. Max torp range, highest torp detection. I could maybe play around with the Summers a little bit. More on Lil Pete. What's going on? Yeah, I'm planning on playing the Summers a couple times anyways. I'm not gonna devote a lot of blue stars to switching my builds, but we could try Gleaves and Mordoff / Halsey. Get a little bit different feel. I mean, boosting the range for me, the further the range, the more randomized it gets. Like the longer range, you're not usually hitting what you're aiming at. You're usually hitting someone who happens to just accidentally come into the area. Flying Dutch, what's going on? I'm doing good. Good to see you guys all here. Chaos Jester. Usually only play against AI unless I have a division. Went standard solo to get challenges. End up coming first in the game. Nice. Might be getting hang of the game. That's good to hear. Jay with Doe. Going good. So little experience for AI games. Yeah. I don't do them anymore, but just because I don't, we'll get to the bureau when we get to them. It's kind of my current thinking. But for a while, I was just going through AI and playing these matches every day. You could usually get them done 4, maybe 5 games a day. Which isn't bad if you go into the AI with the idea, okay, I'm going to work on trying to hit turrets this game, or, come up with whatever you need to work on. Something to practice. I treat it kind of like practice. Like if you're on a basketball team, you practice. What are you working on? But yeah, like he says, the AI, you're not getting a lot of experience. So if you could, I would recommend transitioning over the PvP or whatever it is. See how the Summers does if you trick the cruisers. Well, let's take a look at the Summers here. I think you should already be able to, with Mordoff on there, we already got 12-kilometer range. Okay. Now is there a radar that goes that far? What do the Russians look like? I feel like that's already longer. Oops. 11-7. You know. So you can play it around. I mean, and that's just with the Mordov. Keep that in mind. I think if we got Gleaves, I probably don't have range boost on here. Well, isn't his base trait? Yeah, the range. So that would go up a little bit. Where is it here? You know, 12-6 unaltered. And then if you really want to go for broke, you could put this thing. Where is it? We'll just temporarily put. I don't ever recommend not running this. I mean, definitely not for range. But if you wanted to. Now we're talking 14 kilometers, which is pretty ridiculous. 70 knots. So, I mean, those are, you know. If that's how you want to play it, that's fine. I just would never run a destroyer without the radio locator. Usually run the AI for the daily bureau stuff. Yeah. Had to take the last campaign off. Average standard games just had me so angry, but easing back into it. Yeah. Yeah, standard. I don't. You gotta kind of. It ebbs and flows with me. Sometimes the games just go off my back. You know. Sometimes I get kind of ticked off as well. But you gotta kind of work on having the mentality like, all right, I'm gonna try and win the game, but if it's clearly we're not gonna win the game, then we almost want to be like scientists, like observing the blue team. What is going on with these people? Clearly, there's something wrong with them. But what is it? You know, if you kind of have fun with it that way, then you might stand a chance. Lost all your green XP, and now you have your favorite LT cruiser. Wow. You got the Stalingrad. I always parked right at 1,000,000. And you can see I've lost it all as well, but we don't have your favorite legendary tier cruiser. Leaves, so Torp and gun range were the same. Yeah. We'll use fish out of Togo. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get some nasty builds there. This, for me, I mean, I used to run Azure Lane, Otago, and pretty much all my destroyers, at least the torpedo-focused ones. If you guys don't know what that is, we can take a look. This thing. Reduced detection of your torps, which is pretty powerful. If you get it maxed, it's 200 meters. And that does have a noticeable difference. Like if you run the math, I'm not going to do it at the moment, but you're actually dropping the reaction time down. I think it was usually by about a second, give or take, which if you're going from, okay, the guy's got 7 seconds from when the torps pop up to when they hit him. Now it's down to 6. That's pretty significant in terms of percentage reduction. But it's not as significant as Bill Sims. In most cases. Bay, what are we going to not run concealment on destroyers? It's just a better build overall. But again, that's just like how I like to do it. I'm definitely more upfront and personal with my destroyer play than a lot of players. Especially the players on my team, they usually are behind me for some reason. Chloroform, what's going on? Judge your success by leadership or leaderboard position. You're the king of the idiots. Yeah. That's good. Sometimes though you get wrecked because your team's not supporting you, and then you're on the bottom. All right, let's check it out. Oh, I got Gleaves on there. Let's just try Gleaves, I guess. Next green XP boat gonna be Odin. It's not a bad pick. Maggie, what's up? Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you don't mind slapping that like button here, we'll see if we can get YouTube start thinking about promoting the stream a little bit. Probably going to be streaming tomorrow, and then Sunday morning we'll be doing the March edition of the members stream. Speaking of members, let's give a shout out. We did have KS Jones joined last stream. Appreciate that. And Luke Cook re-upped since the last stream. Appreciate you guys. Lurk and Gherkin. Doing good. Bucks in the house. What's going on? Yeah, Odin. You can't really go wrong with Odin. Yeah, what do we got? We got a Shores we got to look out for. Otago, Edinburgh. Akizuki. A bunch of trash we don't care about. Mojave, what's going on? Think Mornos better for summers? Yeah. That's how I'm planning on running it. The guns hit hard either way, but like the point I made in my video, if you guys watched the review, was the torpedoes are going to be much better than the Fletchers regardless. But the torpedoes are still, how I use them, a 10% chance for success. Guns should be much higher than that. And the torpedo reload on this, what is it, minute and a half? Whatever. 2 minutes, whatever it is. Guns reload every 5-6 seconds. It's much more important for this destroyer to be capturing the bases and fighting the destroyers than it is to be launching torpedoes at backline Bettys. So, what do we do to improve that success? Well, boost the guns. Find teammates that actually pick up the controller when the game starts. Things like that. Hocus, what the fuck's going on in here? Well, you know. Can you switch your A off? No, I haven't really played around with that yet. I gotta get that into my muscle memory, so that's A. Or X, I mean. I tried locking my, the secondaries. Oops. Turned a little bit tighter than I was thinking I was. Oops, I always forget I got a third launcher. Pretty much any ship that's got 3 launchers, except for Akatsuki, I always remember that one. But like Tashkent, anything like that takes me a while. Use Gleaves for concealment. Is this concealment that much better? Oh. We can knock his engine here. That could be a big play. Oh, he's dead. Boom! He gone.
Main turret critically damaged. Enemy destroyer blown up.
It's a bit of a problem there, isn't it?
Problem solved, sir. Concentrate.
Fortunately, the rest of my team's like, should we support our destroyer or should we sail off into random parts of the map? Brandenburg, we don't want to fuck around with that one.
Smoke screen set. Attention. Reporting the target position.
Fortunately, we're not going to be able to get B due to incompetence. They actually get detected. Well, it's just like if I'm in the carrier and I'm seeing, like, let's say I'm sitting in this cloud, or the destroyer's sitting in the cloud, I'm in the carrier, I can see where that's coming from. The AA fire. You could technically target it, or if you're just flying around looking for the destroyer, it's easier to spot based on what you're seeing. Yeah, he's coming right for us. Kind of a frustrating set of circumstances here by the Blues. But we are engaged in the Blue Team Challenge, as you see by the stream name today. We will be attempting to play with these buffoons all day long. Alright, this is just a waste of time.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Let's see, where can we go? They should be able to get A.
Engine boost
We're gonna lose B. We should go maybe get C. Just want to reset this fucker a couple times here. How is the team going to lose a game where you kill their only destroyer within the first 2 minutes? That's what we're talking about when we're talking about laughing at these blue guys. Seeing how incompetent they really are. How can they possibly lose this game? Well, we'll find out.
Critical engine damage. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Problem solved, sir.
I need intelligence data! Every single ship over here you can see. Every single one of them. I can't help you with what you need help with. Not the weekend. Blue team might be okay. I don't know, man. That is... This time slot's the best time slot for me to stream on, but in terms of teammates, I find it to be about the worst. You might be right, though. I mean, I'm gonna get all 3 caps here, so it's gonna be tough to lose. Good try there. Good try. Hell of a game.
Torpedoes to port.
Let's see how these guys are doing.
Engine boost deactivated.
Not too good by the looks of it. There you go. You get a couple whacks on that guy.
Enemy battleship sighted. We've destroyed an enemy
They
battleship.
did intelligence. The data's been supplied already, exactly. We know what they're actually asking for. Alright, am I spotting this guy? I think I probably am. Yeah, we are losing in terms of ship count here. I'm gonna try and drop the smoke here, but like, this guy, if he's spotting, well, he's behind the smoke. Fiji's in the smoke. Even though I want to chime in with the guns here, I might not be able to. I mean, I don't think they can get A unless that cruiser to the north went down there right now. C, they'll probably get that sooner or later. These guys are going to be hesitant to push in because they'll know the destroyer's over here. I mean, as long as we hold these caps and like they don't completely rout our team, you know, I should be able to win the game just by not dying. Well, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, now that he's spotting for me, try and open up a little bit.
Smoke generator started.
Let's try and set these guys on fire. Do some damage control stuff. And once again, just keep them kind of afraid of being over here.
Smoke screen set. Enemy battleship sighted.
Alright. Might have to reset C here. I don't I think we got a secure enough. I think we're going to lose B, and then if they have C and B, then we're in serious trouble. It's not going to hit him. I don't think we're going to win this one. This game, I think, was lost the minute we got the lineups. Good news is we know it's not a radar, Edinburgh. Oh, it is a radar shores, though. That much we can also deduce. Ah, fuck.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And that's how you throw the match. Get too close to the radar cruiser.
Problem solved, sir. Engine boost activated.
God damn. Hi, Bob. What up?
The ship is on fire.
Cruiser from C's pushing me. Yeah, we don't. They're all pushing.
Our team depends upon you.
Nothing we can do here. Started with 3 cruisers, ended with 3 cruisers. You're in the game in Balti? Yeah. Looks like you got second. We'll give you a GG. So here's what you do when you get into this game here. You say, all right, let's look at the guys on top. We got 1 destroyer per team. What's the fucking priority? This is the most important ship on the team. This one may be as important if it has a radar. Neither of them had any fucking damage. This one was half health. This one was about 3/4 health. In the business, we call that poor target selection. Now, I got too close to him. That's my own fault. Can't blame anyone for that but me. That said, if the guy's not on the board, that's not an issue. Two-game streak with Wild. Nice. We'll take it. Teammates are bad today. Must be the weekend. Yeah. Must be a day that ends with Y. Read the request as I need intelligence. Can leave the data part off. Yeah. That's what I read it as. The guy spawned on B and then he's like, should I cover the 1 fucking destroyer in our map or should we go to C? Just cause reasons. Yeah, there was a lot wrong with blue team strategy there, but typical game. Once again, 1 destroyer per side. Once again, 1 radar. Shores. Mines strong. Sonar. Helena Miyoko also strong. Threats. They should be looking at our team. Indianapolis, Baltimore, and the Weimar.
Battle starts.
That's what you always. When we're playing these games here, your destroyers are your most important. Now it's slightly less important on capture the base mode, like we're on here. But having a good, strong destroyer play should help your team win. So immediately figure out what's the biggest problem for the guy. And then fuck those ships up. If you're in the battleship, why do we not shoot the fucking radar cruiser the whole game? Because you're lobbing fucking shells at the backline Betty battleships. That's the wrong fucking target to be shooting. 90% losses, poor map control, poor target selection. Yeah. I mean, a big problem you usually have is like, let's say we got a 5v5 going. Here he is. We're already in his fucking radar. let's say we got a 5v5. Well, if red's shooting one target on the blue team and the 5 ships are shooting 5 different red targets, then red should kick the living fuck out of you. You just gotta figuring out how to press your numerical advantages. It's kind of a big part of it. 2-minute reload. I mean, it's a complex game. There's a lot of different considerations to keep in mind at any given time, but there's games like that where we have 3 caps and we lose. Yeah, I threw it at the end, but the pieces were in place because there was just bad underlying strategy overall. Relatively predictable. Ender, what's happening? This guy I don't want to fuck with.
Smoke generator starting. Critical agent damage.
There we go. Looks like our team's shooting him. Excellent.
Problem solved, sir.
Beautiful. Once again, destroyer dead within the first 2 minutes. Let's see if we can make it work this time. Shores 9-kilometer radar, not 17.7 or 11.7. Yeah, I think it's the Chapayev, Achikov, and well, you're right. Yeah, I wasn't within his radar. Yeah, Chapayev, Achikov, and the Peter. Am I missing any of them? That have the longest range. I think the Minotaur's got a really nasty range on it too. That one I've been surprised on a couple times.
All stations.
Right, so it's the point. If they're not going to shoot the fucking radars, we're just going to leave. Well, yeah, it's going to be a 4-minute redeployment, but these guys aren't doing anything that we need them to do, so shooting this fucking thing back here is strategically worthless. If that's what they're going to do, then they can do it on their own. Some are supposed to have fast torp reload. Not how I've ever seen it. It's got a fuckload of torps. Achikov, Riga. Oh, the Riga, yeah. Not the Peter. Oh, now you call the shores. Okay, well. You're on your own. That's really something I'm trying to do more as a destroyer. You got to recognize if your team's allowing you to actually make correct plays, then support them. If not, if they're gonna fucking sit there like that shit, this will also be another game that we lose by losing or killing the enemy destroyer within the first 2 minutes. Once again, it's just dog shit strategy following that. They did a great job fucking that destroyer up, which is good to see. But after that, it just fell apart pretty quickly. Because they felt compelled to shoot the Massachusetts instead of the shores. And the mines. Both way better ships than the Massachusetts. Oh well, what can you do? D-bags, sonar, and plane. Ah, that's right. I haven't played that one for a while. Reaper, what's going on? Potatoes out in force. Yeah, they're everywhere today.
Engine boost deactivated.
We've already seen some interesting ways to lose games. Minotaur 9.8 for 40 seconds. Misread the update. I can't remember what it said. These guys are actually moving forward, so see if we can help them out. Do not sound happy. What's up, Eliza? We had 2 games where we killed the destroyer on the opening play, and we're gonna lose them both. That's really frustrating. That should be, you know, if you're playing with players that know what they're doing, that's like, oh, we already lost the game when that happens. Yeah, let's see if we can... What do they got left? The shores is off in the east. Might just pressure the base here, see what we can do. Radar minnow, best minnow. Falling in love with the Riga. Yeah, that's becoming a fan favorite. Want to be careful over here. I think something's going up the gut. There he is. Don't want that thing to get up there. I don't know if I can stop it at this point. Doesn't look like it. So that's going to mean I got to get on the base before this guy does, because we're not going to have anyone reset. In fact, I might have to go back. Jesus, guys.
All stations requesting fire on the designated
Your
target.
obsession with battleships is disconcerting. And it's going to take him a couple minutes to get up there, but the problem once he does, it's going to be game over. Alright.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Affirmative.
There you go. They're already on the fucking base. God damn it. Yeah, well, this guy hasn't moved the entire game, so we should be able to reset him once. Right?
Smoke generator started.
Duck flag Brandenburg. That we've turned off. Alright.
Smoke screen set.
If this guy's not smart enough to get a reset on that guy, we're gonna end the stream. All you have to do is shoot him, man. Alright, so let's see. These 2 guys are going back. That's great. All they have to do is reset these guys. If this guy wants to ram one of them, that'd be a fine play. Then this guy needs to be dealt with, because he's the one that's most likely to be able to stop us from capturing. I mean, we are beginning to win on the ship count, so the game's a little bit less desperate than it was a few minutes ago, but... like, right now, I'm committed at least to winning by capturing the base. This mines is the only thing that can stop me, because this guy to turn back around and get on here, he might be able to do it, but it'd be a lot harder for him than the mines.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get off of here. This guy has no idea what he's doing. know if I should try and get up the gut or not. It's a tough one to evaluate. We're up about 40 points. I can not capture the base. These guys are not going to be able to stop them from capturing, I don't think. Well, Vlad might win that. The fact that this thing hasn't killed the mines is extremely troubling. Teammates have been horrible since the new update. Yeah, they usually get. They're usually the worst at the beginning of the update, and then the really bad players get bored. They go back to sniffing glue. Alright, so they killed the threat on the base, so that should be the end of the game.
Our team is taking the lead.
Should double check the health, because I think all these guys are really low. I'm considering opening up on this guy, but just to make sure we don't fuck this up, because this guy's gonna die. These guys could all die, you know. So... even though I don't think we're gonna be able to lose this game, it's possible. I think this guy dying would be the toughest. Just because it would take him a few minutes to get over here. Oops. Thought we would drop spots. There it should. Rest of the month you're gonna be gone. There's your turret. The lone torp get him. Alright, so we've obviously had some difficult games so far today. Blue smells like strawberries. Nice. John, what's going on? Yeah, like technically we could have. If this guy pushed forward and they slam him, it'd be a long shot to lose that, but possible. Alright. Get Boots to host the second member stream. Yeah, he might be into that. Alright. Well, middle of the pack scoring wise, but we did spend about a third of the match repositioning. Yeah, Summers, I like it. Alright, what should we check out here? How about Veneto? Vento. Veneto. What is this? Yeah, that one. Oops. Loyang, top dog. Yeah, I'd still say Loyang's tough to beat. What do I think of the Summers? I like it. It's the... show you the key difference between... like, the Fletcher I really like. Kind of went over the differences in my review, but... 2.3 reload. 5.2. So over twice as fast. Now here we got double gun turrets. Here we got single. So it's 8 guns versus 5. But we still got a lot more damage coming out of the Fletcher's gun. But the Torps, same build, 9.2 kilometer here, 55 knots in the water, very slow. Okay, reload 2 minutes. Reload slightly longer here, 66 knots, 12 kilometers. Huge difference. About a 20% improvement in the torpedoes. I mean, the speed on the Torps is massive, you know. All the Summers compared to the gearing. Probably. I mean, the gearing has longer range torps, but the gearing I really don't. I'm beginning to not like it because of how immaneuverable it is. Starting to feel like an Akizuki to me. Get reload 3.8. That's pretty good. 2 brothers again. Holy God, no destroyers. So then when we're evaluating this, now, like we see in Ochkov, Hipper, these would normally be like priority targets. We still want to kill the cruisers because they're easier to kill. And the fewer guns that you have shooting back at you, the better. But those targets go from, instead of being like the top targets, now we're just going to consider the cruisers as the top targets. So the cruisers as a whole. Every single match you always want to do that, right? And this is kind of an odd match where we only have 2 out of the 4 classes of ships, and they're basically evenly divided. They get an extra cruiser, we get an extra battleship. So in that case, none of the pieces are inherently that valuable on their own. And we're just going to look at it from how can we gain the quickest advantage killing the cruisers. If they're going to permit us. If we don't get good shots on them, then we'll shoot the battleships, of course. But this is going to be a really tedious match because this map, this is the one map that I think they do need to redo the spawns. I think this side should be back here, and then that side should basically be 1 square to the east, and then back a square or 2. Why that is because the battleships can actually deploy over here, so we can never, they can't safely do it without going all the way backwards. And so you can never get good crossfires with the battleships. So the games are really slow to begin with, and then the fact that we're not going to have any destroyers this match is going to just, this is going to be a snooze fest. Unless we can get a quick strike or something. Like this guy right here would be great to kill. Keep an eye on the blow-ups. See if you can hit him or not. Shit. I need support. Yeah, the Edinburgh would be a nice one to blow up. I think he's sitting mostly broadside. Where is he? There you are, Governor.
A tutte le unità, concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio.
Hey. It did something at a baseline competency. That's good. That Vanguard looking juicy. Damn. That thing knocked right before he reloaded it, so he missed the whole cycle. I think the Vanguard should be able to whack us here. We're going to tighten the angle up on him a smidge.
Problema risolto, signore.
That saved us a little bit. There we go.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Don't want this guy sneaking in here. I think we got some good coverage. Well. The longer he's on the base, the worse, though, because that will increase their score a little bit. So we're gonna, even though it looks like our team should wreck him, we want him dead, and we definitely don't want him torping these guys. Once again, excellent display of why going up the gut is a piss poor play, although he will do some damage there, but in terms of him surviving, it's not going to last very long.
Abbiamo distrutto un incrociatore nemico.
Alright, how are we doing over here? Golfer Berlin. Any relation, Stylo? Siegfried committing suicide.
Who does
General quarters.
work for? Who
You got him.
General quarters.
work for?
Avvistata corazzata nemica.
Great play. Marble Flint checking in. Member for 5 months. What's up, Tbull? Hope you're doing well. Chat, hey, doing well, man. Doing well. Golfer Berlin. Yeah, let's see if we can save this Siegfried or not. I don't want to take a bunch of damage on his behalf, but I'd like to keep him alive if possible here. Let's see if we can do that. Now, these secondaries, I don't spec for them. I tried a couple games doing that. It's just kind of a big trade-off. But you can see when they get involved, they are pretty damn dangerous. By the way, I haven't recorded the audio yet for it, but the game that I'm going to be showing for my Tier 6 Italian Battleship, one of the sickest comebacks. I think in recent memory for sure. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to probably record that audio today. We'll put it out whenever. Heck, what's going on? Appreciate you guys all tuning in. 74 likes. Let's see if we can run that north of 100. Give YouTube something to think about. Appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Hope you're having a great start to the weekend. I don't think they'll be able to fuck this one up, will they? Richie's full health. Oh no, we got a Florida. That's a problem.
I need your support.
Set a course for the base.
IJ and BB's got nerfed. Yeah, that was... They kind of did the Amagi and the Iowa at the same time, but they really did the Amagi for some reason. Probably should be shooting the York first, but the Iowa's broadside. Now we're not on the base in this. Like last game, we were on the base with the intent to capture it. Not this time. We're just stopping their score, accrual, pressuring them. And now we got them surrounded. So hopefully our team will recognize that and actually press. Like this guy that's sitting back here might want to get into a position where he can actually shoot. And then we can team up on these guys. That would be my recommendation. But whenever you put a ship on their base, view it as like putting your opponent in check. If you're playing chess, they have to respond if you know, threaten their king in that game. If they don't, they lose the game. By the rules in chess, you're forced to respond to the check. In this, they don't have to. Like, they're currently leaving, so they're conceding the game because they're either don't give a fuck about winning or they have no idea what's going on. Either of them equally as likely. Who knows? Vince, what's going on? New CVs are... The Russian CVs are fun. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. Papadino, Papadino. Oh, we go!
Incrociatore nemico affondato.
Yeah, I thought Amagi and Iowa were pretty balanced out of the gate. I'd probably say Iowa's a little bit better now. They're both pretty good. The Amagi is just a little randomized. Beneto's bow. Let's see. Pretty sloped. Still can't get a handle on the skip bombers. Yeah, so you want to come in from the side. And then there's going to be those 3 lines. And those are kind of the aim points. Those are where the bombs will be expected to be skipping into the water at that point in time. Now, I think the idea is if you're using the furthest hash, yeah, you got to lead them a little bit more, so it's a little bit harder of a shot. But if you do hit the shot more, the bombs will actually be grouping up by that point in time. Don, what's going on? Look at that CCRNG, yeah. You got to pay a lot of doubloons to get those type of dice rolls. Line in the middle of the ship. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to lead them that much. The torps you do have to lead quite a bit, because there's a bit of an arming. We'll probably play it one of the Soviet carriers later in the stream here. Don't want to lose all the viewers right away, but as the stream goes on. Not a bad Veneto game. USS Enterprise. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Oops. Enterprise. Premium Tier 8 aircraft carrier. Well, if it's in the game... I mean, this is like considered a finished asset, so I would basically guarantee it'll be in the game at some point. So yeah, I would say most certainly. You have the tier 7 Russian CV. Yes, I certainly do. G7, yeah, Stylo's been rocking it. He's trying to get everyone to play with him. Alright, so yeah, the Veneto. Now, I was playing around with the builds. Like, I've seen some people, I haven't watched any of the videos, but I've seen them pop up on my feed. There, people are doing the full secondary build. Here you're starting 6. I was getting mine with Von Hipper and Haruna. I think it was like 7.6 or something like that. Firing range in the secondaries. And they're good. Like when we saw those puppies going off last game. You could say they do some damage, but... And in fact, I was going to check. I do have the secondaries on here. Secondary range. So it's probably not even... What's it? Probably 5 base. Maybe I'll leave that on there. Yeah, I set it up full secondary build. I'll leave it on there for now. I mean, if we can one-shot Achikov, the aim can't be that bad. I do have pay to win on there, though. Trying the full secondary build on tier 6, yeah. I mean, my thought is if, like, getting it in 6 kilometers... If it happens, it happens. But the difference between 7 kilometers and 6 kilometers is not that much, you know? If you happen to be getting that close to someone, you're probably going to get even closer to them at that point. Sure, you lose a little bit of firing time with the shorter range, but... Yeah, I mean, giving up. I got Von Essen. You could put Kadyrov. I got Sharnors. You could put Cunningham. You know, there's different options. You're just giving up a lot for that secondary build. Now, a ship like the Bismarck, where you're going from like 10 kilometers to 11.9 or whatever, that's arguably worth it. Well, this Amagi talk's getting me hot and bothered. Might be the first legendary carrier. That's possible. I mean, if it was tuned like they got it on PC, it would probably come in at tier 7 because a tier 8 PC tends to be tier 7 on ours. But like the Summers, for instance, was legendary tier. Or tier 10, I should say. We got that at tier 7, so... They will retune the ships when deemed necessary. Alright, so now we have a 3-destroyer game. We got a Weimar, Fiji. Those are dangerous ships. Now, anytime there's... In these games where we got all the different classes, here we got 2 cruisers, 3 destroyers, 4 battleships. So the battleships, even though they're usually... the least important unless they're really scarce. Here they're even extra abundant, so in terms of our shot selection, those are going to be devalued. We want to kill those 2 cruisers as quick as possible. Number 1, we're a battleship. We can kill cruisers very quickly. Number 2, those are both kind of big threats to our destroyers. Weimar, Fiji. Fiji gets a destroyer close range. He's dead in 2 seconds. Weimar, same deal. Just gonna park right here. Now we got this line covered, right? And here they're deploying here. They probably want to go this way. So we might have broadside shots. That's how we're setting up our positions with battleships a lot of time. Trying to get into areas they're going to be trying to cross. And here we go. That's dangerous. 17k could have been a one-shot. I'd say he got off lucky there. Even blow this Fiji up. Oh!
stations requesting fire support. All stations reporting the position of a
Keep
strategic
rolling just a little bit further. Ah! Alright, Jervis rushing to Fiji. Place your bets. My money's Fiji.
敵艦に攻撃を集中せよ
Alle Stationen brauche Feuerunterstützung.
Try and keep him alive, otherwise he's gonna die here. Yeah, missed. Wow. It was he that put the money on Jervis. You're in the money. Surrounded by this guy and the Fiji. I thought this guy should be dead by now. He almost got him. That was a hard hit for sure.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Alright. Bismarck should be able to push him with the sonar. Our dude's on the base. I think I'll just stay around to defend our base just to make sure none of their destroyers are slipping in. I don't think the Summers can capture their base, but he's pressuring it. I just don't want to commit to helping him out and then having some dude pop on our cap and win the game for free. York and Bismarck should be able to take this Jervis out. Jervis just got to prove you wrong. I mean, he is dead. If I'm the Fiji, I would actually shoot the Jervis. That was kind of his main problem. Oops, a daisy. I think this dude's in the clouds, so he's gonna get rushed without even knowing it. Yep, there he is. Alright, you want to get back or you want to throw the game here? Jesus. They're having a hell of a time. Whenever you're on the base, like, you should view it like, okay, we put him in check, not, I gotta capture this base, or else. You do not have to capture that base there. You do not want to die there, that's for sure. The fact that he has died there deserves one of these. We can't even say it, though. It's like a really bad preventable play. Just as bad as rushing a fucking shores. Like we did the first game. Left flank is screwed. The whole map is kind of screwed. The fact that these guys weren't able to kill that Jervis is a problem. I want to... Basically, I would want to be like right about here and see if we can just, you know, control the board. But the fact that this destroyer that was last seen here is unknown. He could be right about ready to come onto the base here. If we're not back here, these guys may be able to come over. And they may actually decide to do that. These guys physically cannot come back to reset the base. So we would definitely not want to rely on them. Dragging him by the short hairs, trying to drag him to... Or grabbing him by the short hairs, yeah. Here he is, alright. So he is coming to capture the base. So he's either right about here, in which case we're gonna die, or if he's about here, we might be able to protect ourselves. Oh, the Jervis got the Bismarck. That's pretty funny. So now we're pretty much fucked. Because that Fiji cannot fight, you know, the Jervis will spot them, those guys will blow them up. And then it's us three that we're all going to be sitting on the same point of the map, just getting surrounded. So, I might just have to get on their base. Try and defend it. He was behind us. Well, we gotta kill that thing. That destroyer's gone. I mean, they still never got the Jervis, so... The fact that they have these destroyers kind of means you can't really leave your own base area. Which is gonna make this extremely difficult. Keep pushing, guys. We don't have time for this shit. You gotta get going. There he is. Alright. He's coming to nuke him. Yeah. Step one. There's about 4 or 5 steps we gotta do here. We gotta figure out how... I think that other Jervis should be coming to the base. Or else he's just passively spotting the Fiji. Would be the better play. There he is. Alright. So we got a mostly full health Vanguard. Georgia I didn't see. He's got 2 kills.
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Jesus. Weimar. That's gonna be tough. Yeah. What was the Jervis shooting at? I don't know. So the key is we're down on points right now, and they have a destroyer, so we can't push their base to make up those points reliably. I mean, if these guys want to push the base, I'd be fine with that.
Get back.
Them giving me suggestions of what to do, though, I don't think is gonna help. What's the Fiji doing? I don't... The fact that those guys let that Jervis go, I'd trade the Bismarck and the Fiji for that Jervis right now. This game would be a lot easier. Now I gotta kind of... These guys are gonna try and see what I'm doing, then I'm gonna play off of it, which is gonna be bad. Because I want to like post up here, and then I want one of them here and one of them on their base. Would be a good maneuver. Something along those lines, but... You know, they are on the comms with each other, so they can kind of hatch some sort of plan. There he is. He's either right about in this line, or he could be in that line. It's in God's hands now. Where is my target? Oh shit, he's got a lot of health.
後方に魚雷確認。後方に魚雷確認。
Yeah, so we should have about 2 minutes left on the next reload. He'll get one more shot off. George has got a lot of health too. Fuck, we gotta pick one of these and fuck him up.
優先攻撃目標を指定する。
These guys are paying attention. Fuck, we got nothing. It's a damn shame he brought a tier 5 ship to a tier 7 game. Yeah, we're up. We got a minute and a half. Jervis should be trying to tort me again here in the next minute or so. You might have a reload build too. It might come a little bit quicker. Try and get some space to the north of these guys. There they are. Alright. That was a quicker reload than I thought, but I think that should be his last shot. What are these guys doing? I'm gonna tempt him with the shot. We're just gonna try and get on his side here. Minimap fancy looking. Did they upgrade it a little bit? Yeah, it looks a little flashier. Alright. "15 seconds. I think we got him. Alright. Looking for divisions tab actually went much better than expected. That's probably not a bad way to do it. Alright. Been having to work for him today, but we've been getting a few wins. Minimap HD. I gotcha. Yeah, it does, now that you mention it, does look like the islands have a little bit more detail on them. Yeah, Magi. I mean, the shots were coming off of that pretty nice, that game. I don't know if you guys were watching the groupings, but that was pretty tight. Once in a while, when you pull the trigger on that thing, it's like, what? Did I have the target locked or not? Ah, we're working on 150 likes now. We got 175 watching. And 59 of you don't like it, but you're still hanging out. I appreciate that. At least giving it a chance. Met some cool peeps over looking for divisions. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, if they're trying to find divisions, you know, they might be inclined to trying to win the game. Red team, 2 destroyers up and blew it to a failed division. Yeah, that was probably more what the Reds did wrong than the Blues did right. But you guys, you hopefully understand why we never really left that area. Because with those 2 destroyers, they could be anywhere. They can, second you're out of range, they can get on the base and then it's over. Alright, what are you guys in the mood to see here? Let's check it out here. Luo Yang. Oh, I'd fire up the Luo Yang. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's not a game you'd want to lose as the red team. That's alright, though. Put a stop to them. They went kicking and screaming. Those guys did pretty well. I mean, the fact that they came back to the base, recognizing that that's where the action was, that alone is a play that most of your teammates wouldn't recognize. I mean, my philosophy usually for capture the base is try and like win your side or do some damage on your side and then go back to defend pretty quickly. Stalingrad, that's got to have a 11-7 or whatever. Wichita's got a radar. So once again, when we're evaluating this, we got 2 destroyers, no domination, so no caps. These are slightly devalued, but they're still important. So once again, we have a heavy overload on battleships. So the battleships already the least valuable class, and they're more devalued because there's so many of them. In my mind, I'm probably shooting the cruisers first this game, and then the destroyers, or 1A, 1B situation. Let's say I got a Luo Yang and a Shima. Alright, so we got some issues. Guess we'll just try and spot the mid since our legendary caliber gearing is going backwards and shooting. Already our win percentage has dropped by about 10% because of him being on our team. Anyone know if Belfast is any good? Yeah, it's pretty good. If you remind me, I can try and play that one. New Azuma Commander, interesting. Nah. We have a Discord server. Yeah, it should be in the link in the description here. You want to join?
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Just turned on the stream. The title, having a Kelly in a tier 7. Great start to your morning. Yeah, we've been dealing with them all morning here. It hasn't been easy. Alright. So Wichita, very dangerous.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
And we're kind of keeping an eye on these guys' positions. So they're about 10 kilometers, 11 kilometers. Our guy's closer. But they're pretty close, like 10 to 12 kilometers or closer. That's when these support ships become really kind of dangerous for us. If this Luo Yang pops up here, the Shima. You know, now we're going to be dealing with the Luo Yang itself and the support ships back there.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Yeah, fix the engine. So you can see there, nobody on our team shot that thing. We did have multiple ships shooting at us, I believe. So we can reliably say that red is doing a better job in the middle. Ah, yes, the widespreads. Which is harder to dodge, this or this? What's the challenge about? The challenge is we're going to be on the team with these guys, the blue team. Now, here's the deal with the blue team. They're a bigger threat to you winning the game than anything the red team's going to do. So how do we get a win with these guys being on our team? That's the challenge. That's what we got to try and figure out.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
It's very difficult. Well, actually, oh, the sonar's still on. What the fuck? Oh, that's the radar, I bet. Shit. Be gone. We're gone.
Ship is on fire.
Our team has taken the lead.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Concentrate fire on the
Once again, guy we said was probably the top priority target, still alive.
The ship is on fire.
Fuck.
Critical engine damage.
Well, we'll see how they do here. I don't even think I can outrun this fucker.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Good news is they're fucking up the rest of their team.
Attention, reporting the target position.
There we go. Got him in a crossfire. He should be getting fucked up. Nice.
Thank you. All stations, concentrate fire on that target.
Problem solved.
A little bit too aggressive. I get his play in his mind. He's like, I got to get that loying off the board. I'm not going to disagree with that, but at this point, he's kind of fucked.
All stations, concentrate fire on that target.
There we go.
Attention.
All right.
Reporting a target's position.
Good old legendary tier. It's over in 5 minutes. You got the Missouri? Oh, nice.
All stations requesting fire on the
Yeah,
designated
I don't see
target.
too many of those yet. I'm about a couple years away from it personally.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Had to leave before the Amagi. Yeah, we pulled it out. One on score at the buzzer.
Attention, reporting the target position. Smoke generator started.
So we'll get a little more damage before it's over here. Yeah, basically all the battleships we got on the base, and survived a couple torp strikes. Killed a battleship. We were down on score, so we had to kill one of the battleships,
Smoke screen set.
which we did. And then we just kind of held on and ran the clock out.
Our victory is in sight.
All right.
So wird's gemacht.
Our victory is in sight.
Rental ships were an issue 2 months ago. What do you think's causing it now? It's just a lot of new players for whatever reason. Which is a good thing. I mean, I could tell reading my comments on my videos, keeping an eye on the chat and streams, see a lot of new faces lately. A lot of people saying, hey, I'm a new player. I've been playing for a couple weeks, checking it out. So it's a good sign. A lot of those guys are looking for information. But it's always probably going to be roughly, you know, a fixed percentage. Let's say 10%. 10% of the people learn how to play the game. 90% just play it. So it kind of ebbs and flows. There's not much you can do. Some people say, hey, I recognize you're new. If you want to learn more about the game, check out Tbull or whoever you want to recommend, or check out Reddit or whatever the info is. if you do it politely, they'll actually check it out and be like, oh wow. Try and learn the game a little bit. Because it's not a game that you would even know that you necessarily suck at just by sitting into it. That's what happened to me on World of Tanks. We talked about this. Where I played the game for, I can't even remember, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 games or something. And I'm like, I killed that guy, died after it, yeah, but I got one. Then I found my stats online, and my stats were trash. I was like, what the hell is this? How can I be this bad at the game? I mean, I played it for a while, kind of figured out at least how to shoot shit, you know, whatever. But didn't really, the strategy aspect of it wasn't inherently, because if you play a lot of like regular shooters throughout your life and then you play something like this isn't a shooter, even though it kind of looks like it. It's a much more complicated strategy game. But if you're not really, and we don't have very good stats in here, so. It might be harder for people to figure out that they don't have any idea what's going on.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Doesn't help the AI games promote yellow gameplay. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of clues actually built into the game to help anyone out. Kraken! Alright. Well, looks like he had a pretty decent game there. High cal, 2 dev strikes. Holy god. Well, we got the one. No, there was 2 destroyers, so he probably nuked the Shima. I don't know who else he nuked. Nice. Alright. Mobile players live on the server. If they're in the beta test. I believe that's still going on. I haven't looked at it for a couple, 2-3 weeks. Yeah, like for my account, it would say like player dash 437829612, you know, some weird ass name like that. I've seen a few people with those type of names. I don't know if that's just their normal gamer tag or whatever, but I've run into a few people that I'm like, that's probably a mobile player. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about the mobile. Every update they do have fixes for the mobile, so people must still be running the tests. I saw a Warspite in the shop here on sale. Is it still on sale? Here it is. Warspite flag, which I don't even have that one. 8,750. How much is that? Holy god. $40. Yeah, well, we'll bust it out and you guys can decide for yourself if $40 is worth it. Hey, Tony, what's going on? I believe only small fraction use the minimap. Yeah, that's if you're new to the game, that's something you need to work on as quick as possible. I understand like figuring out as you're new what's going on in the main part of the screen. It's going to take a lot of your focus, but the quicker you can start to focus on the map more, that's you can't be good unless you're looking at the map a lot. Yeah, you can definitely tell some examples where okay, I know for a fact this guy's not looking at the map. Either he's sailing off. Like I've had it where there's like ships last, you know, spotted and then maybe they disappear or whatever, but you can see on the map where they are basically, and then people sail in the wrong direction. So all you have to do is look at the map. What map is this? Northern Waters? That's the zoomed in one. Yeah, that should be a huge priority. And you can even train yourself while you're watching other people. Like videos, streams, you can just try and really focus on the map. If you do that, you'll even see instances where you see something that I haven't noticed, and you can be like, wow, he hasn't looked at the map for 10 seconds. You know, that's a good way to train. Alright, so once again, we want to evaluate the team lineup. 1 destroyer.
Enemy force detected.
Despite the dudes on Reddit claiming there's too many destroyers in the game, we've seen way more battleships than destroyers today. Like, this is... I think this is like a guy that, like, maybe he's even understood, like, okay, capturing the base is extremely important. There's no destroyer over here. I'm going to try and capture the base, but once you get a little bit more experience, you'll know, okay, I can't physically get that base yet. Not until these support ships are dead over here. So I like the idea. We just got to give the Warspite a little bit of a chance to... Kick on! Those cruisers. Clear it up a little bit. I think what he was trying to do is get on this island and then protect himself from the fire, which, again, not a horrible play, but it's not one that was likely to work.
All stations, concentrate fire on that target.
So here you can tell, do I have a good team or not? And you can just keep an eye on that destroyer's health. Didn't go down at all. You don't have a very good team. At least, you know, the 3 players over here that could have shot him. For some reason they didn't. That should cause you a little bit of anxiety. You always got to be kind of evaluating your own team. What does it seem like they're doing? If we got half the team kind of sitting back here behind me, well, not getting a lot of confidence. You prefer the Queen over the Warspite? Yeah, it's... doesn't surprise me, I guess. I don't know. Warspite's an old favorite of mine, but I like the Queen Elizabeth as well. Oh god! 28k, that's gonna leave a mark, buddy. Did he learn? No. See, he needs something on the loading screen that says, stop sailing broadside. You're gonna die. Alright. Might as well get on the base, try and get the points. Capture the base a little bit quicker. Should have this Minikaze, like, almost up our ass right now, so... we need to be thinking about angling towards him as well.
Problem solved, sir.
Cannot hit him. I'm way more worried about the destroyer at the moment, but we got everyone just bunched up here. God damn it.
Fire.
Jian Wei, what are you doing with your life?
All stations, concentrate fire on that
Yeah,
target.
so I'm about to die here. I think we got a decent setup. If they can kill that fucking thing.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Guess we probably want to help out with this.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
I think I'm just going to slow it down here, trying to stay alive for a little bit. Get a couple heals off. We got the 2 cat. Nah, we're going to lose C here.
All stations.
Minakaze versus John Way. He's trying to torp him, so you immediately know this guy has no fucking idea.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
That's the game. If they kill him, I think we can hold this off.
Enemy cruiser detected.
But they're having a real hard time with that. Alright, they got C. Now we're fucked. They did get the Pensacola, though. I think I'm gonna get more in the center here.
Support the allied target. Attention. Reporting the
So I
target
don't die right here. Shoot the fucking thing! What is going on back there? Jesus Christ, man. Pull the fucking trigger.
Nice work.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Now I'm gonna die, but I think that might help. Ah, fuck. They got C.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Alright, so I gotta block. I gotta get on this island to block these two.
Reporting the target position.
Fire.
Yeah, this is not looking good. People starts whistling, you know, shit's about to hit the fan. There we get the Peter off, and then the Janway actually knows how to play the game and get the C back. Be alright. I think we're basically we've committed to having to kill everyone on the team, so now we should be checking our team's strength.
Nice work.
Oops. I've been stuck in this crossfire because of this fucking Peter.
All stations requesting fire support.
Roger.
Main turret critically damaged.
Yeah. We need the Janway to get on C.
All stations proceed and
We
capture that
destroyed
area.
an enemy battleship. Battle ends in 5 minutes.
This is gonna be tough. I want to grab him by his fucking ears and just throw him over there. Get on the fucking cap, dude. Win the game. Ah, or drop the smoke and do nothing. Those are your two options. God, I hate these fucking morons.
Fighter airborne.
Completely fucking worthless.
Fire. Problem solved, sir.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Feels like I spend most games thinking to myself, what are my teammates even doing? Yeah, it's, I mean, once you figure out how to play the game, you're going to be wondering that a lot. Like this guy, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, he said about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, the team's committed to winning on kills, which... That's a very unreliable strategy. I think it's going to actually pay off this time. These guys are celebrating like they're doing a great fucking job. This guy hasn't fucking shot in 20 minutes. I don't know what he's having He had a great time watching the game from the back. Really sloppy effort. These games have been tough today. The way Tbull makes it to 70 with all the stress induced from the game. Alright. Usually assume your teammates are trying to lose. Really disappointed, yeah. You know the old adage we've been talking about? Assume your team's going to make the wrong play and assume the red team's going to make the right play. Alright. I mean, if they manage to lose that game... I don't even know. Yay! One v 17, 1v14. Yellow? Look at maybe bust out the yellow. How's the back? Yeah, it's getting a little sore. That's the biggest flaw of this game is like, if your destroyers don't do their job properly, it's really fucking hard to win the game. But they have no idea what their job even is, you know? Capture bases? Never fucking occurred to that dude. Alright, Cleveland should be the top target in the game. We'll see how long he goes without taking a shot. Oh, the Belfast. Shit. Keep asking. I'll try and remember.
La battaglia comincia.
Cranky, what up? Been doozy central around here today. Yeah, what do they got? Akizuki and Lightning.
Good luck, everyone.
Forze nemiche all'orizzonte.
You think Pablo needs a buff to the gun reload? Not really. Should have a weakness. The trick with the Pablo is you gotta, like, take it slow until the gates are open.
A tutte le unità, segnalo la posizione di un bersaglio strategico.
Alright, so we got Akizuki over here. Where are you? I don't want to use the smoke, but we're gonna have to.
Cacciatorpediniere nemico individuato.
Allarme incendio! Concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio indicato.
God damn it, guys. Come on.
Generatore di fumo avviato. Problema risolto, signore.
Yeah, we're gonna reposition once again. These guys aren't gonna shoot the fucking destroyers, then there's no use to support them. They can handle it. Whatever they're doing. Shooting battleships. They don't need us to do that. Alan, what's going on? Turn on the ray tracing.
Rilasciata cortina fumogena.
Is that just an Xbox thing or what? Yeah, this one looks to be a loss. What do you think?
Avvistato incrociatore nemico.
Danno critico al motore.
Fuck.
A tutte le unità. Allarme incendio. La posizione di un bersaglio strategico.
Going that way. Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to nuke anyone this game, that's for sure. Oh, game this way. Man, a straight up gunfight, he should win pretty easily.
Attenzione, danno critico a torretta principale.
Carlos coming in out. Nice double strike this week. Thank you.
I nemici stanno per vincere.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a...
Danno critico al motore.
He said he was ready and then he put the controller down. I wonder if he shit his pants and then had to go clean up.
Sovralimentazione disattivata.
Fucking worthless, man. That should be...
George Dewey is
Major
equivalent
penalties.
of a rock star.
You get one AFK per session, you keep shitting your pants over and over again, then you should be losing millions of credits. Wasting all of our fucking time. Alright. Ignore both the DD and the Cleveland sitting in the cap. They got bigger fish to fry, man. There's battleships parked on the fucking moon to shoot at.
Bel lavoro. I nemici stanno per vincere.
We don't have enough HP to nuke anything. The real problem. I wonder if I can get a double on the Gneisen on Scharnhorst. Very doubtful, but we might as well try. Since the rest of the team is not interested in trying to win this game. Ray tracing, I don't actually know what it is. It's some sort of visual effect.
Generatore di fumo avviato.
Ah, you fucking losers. Pretty good effort. Lighting setting, yeah. Alright, Belfast. What's up, Aaron? Those look like your blue teams? Yeah. I don't think we've had a good team all day today. We might have had a couple good players mixed in, but I kind of always jinx it. Anytime I reference the blue team in my stream titles, we get the worst of the worst. These guys are just completely fucked in the head today. I have no idea what's going on with them. Can we play the Bismack? Yeah, we could probably play the Bismack. Indianapolis, problematic. Fiji, Leander. Gotta get rid of these guys. Pair of Bensons. Do have a cruiser. Or a carrier, I mean. That'll be grim.
Action stations.
Yeah, they're not, level of competency that we've been seeing today is low. Let's just put it that way. Already getting bad vibes here. He doesn't know that you can auto steer the carrier. That's an issue. So what's the scoop with the Belfast? 8.5 radar. You do have the HE and the AP. Unlike a lot of the British lights, a little bit more versatile when it comes to that. I want to say our AA is pretty good. We'll find out here in a second. What do they got? Vaser. Ooh, good.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Leaving us alone. We'll try and get up here. I want to get like right about here. We can cover this cap with the radar.
Who does
Schmidt Evans checking in. Been a member for 3 months.
work for?
Played yesterday. Blue team was throwing ships away in like 3 minutes. One stream.
General quarters.
Work for?
Appreciate the continued support. Yeah, that sounds typical. Nothing surprising about that.
Enemy aircraft carrier detected.
I think it's this internet, you know how everyone says like the internet's killed all the attention spans in the world. Make sure we're not getting torped here before we radar this guy. Alright. Just don't want this Indianapolis to tear me up. Well, they gave us A. That's the good news. Bad news is we don't have torps and we're getting pushed by battleships. Drop the smoke here. And this hood's paying attention. He can blow us up here. Jesus.
Smoke screen set.
Okay.
The enemy battleship destroyed.
Fuck.
Hull breach. We're taking on water. Problem solved, sir.
Gotta keep away from this fucking Tennessee. Yeah, we're dead. God damn it. It's almost like our deterrence for them pushing in is fucking sitting in the back of the map doing nothing. Oh, man.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Why are you this far back? Does anyone have a fucking answer for me? Why you would think sitting this far back is a good idea? This guy I kind of get because he's getting, you know, auto-deleted by the carriers slowly but surely. That's a loss. Wonder how hard it would be to have people choose their spawns. I don't know. So yeah, that, like a lot of the Brits, I think that's going to be a little bit better with a division. Or if you happen to get on a team that isn't afraid of its own shadow, then you can do alright. But situations like that where battleships move into you, you got no fucking shot. No torps to defend yourself. So, like a lot of the British cruisers, I like them, but I don't ever play them because of that. Like the blue team got the thumbs in early. Yeah. No problem, Reaper. Yeah, it's a good ship. It's just, you know, it's... You're dependent. Question is why rush in and die? Rush into what? The guy was beyond, he was behind, if you're talking about the Nagato or whatever that fucking Japanese battle, he was behind where he spawned. Alright, now the further back you are from the entire enemy team, you got less and less angle, right? Like, imagine the guy's floating around Jupiter, no matter where he's aiming at on Earth, it's going to be basically the same exact aim point, right? So you can see the further back you get, the less angle you have on someone. And then the fact that him and the CNOP are the deterrents for that fucking thing moving forward, he has no reason not to move forward and kill me. If the Nagato's on top of B on the north side, then he shoots that fucker in the side, blows him up in one hit. You see? The further back you are, the more fucking useless you are in general.
Action stations.
And yet that's kind of the default play for these guys. You'll see them, right now we can probably see at least one guy backing up. Yep, here's one right here. Bismarck. No idea what the fuck he's doing. Here's another one. Riga. Where the fuck you going? You can't hit anyone yet. You're too far back. And yet you're going further back.
Teammate, I need your support.
So, over 20% of our team is completely fucked in the head right from the get-go. This is how I'm reading this situation. You might oh, the Bismarck, yeah. You might disagree with me. That's fine, but... that's my read. Hey, Squirrel, doing good. Main goal of the game, be shooting from fault line into northern waters, yeah.
Wir wurden entdeckt.
That's what we get. Okay, we got 2 destroyers coming over here for some reason. Looks like they're paired. I guess we'll take the help, right?
Attention. Reporting a target
Shit.
position.
I was trying to beach or hit that rock so I could be pointed that way. Screwed the pooch on my deployment.
Main turret critically damaged.
Get back! Get back!
Problem solved, sir.
Where's the move forward, asshole command? If they ever give me a voice pack, that'll be one of them. Move forward, asshole. Riga's battleship dispersion. Yeah, they are getting A. That's a good thing. We'll switch sides. Try and help them cover B.
À toutes les forces présentes. Capturez cette zone. Teammate, I need your support.
All stations.
What do you need my support with, man?
Strategic target.
The Baltimore sailing to the south edge of the map? Why the fuck would I help you with that thing?
Teammate, I need your support.
Slowly but surely the game's in my rearview mirror. Yeah, there's only so much a guy could take. Alright, they grabbed A, they're going to B. I'm digging what's going on here, so we're going to try and support these guys as best we can.
Kamerad, ich brauche Ihre Unterstützung. Kommen Sie zurück.
That'll include keeping the radar off of them.
All stations.
As long as he's pushed away from the cap while they're capturing it.
Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir.
Okay.
Teammate, I need your support.
Wants me to radar? Maybe that's the read. I didn't pick up any indication that they're there. I mean, they got C right off the bat. It's a pretty good chance that we do have a destroyer over here.
Demande assistance.
You might be right about that. I'll try and investigate.
Attention. Reporting a target's position.
I haven't seen any torps, but that doesn't
I
mean
need your support.
that they weren't there.
Skupić ogień na okręcie nieprzyjaciela.
He was like telling me to get back. He's telling me he needs support. You know, I'm getting mixed signals. Oh yeah, he is there. You are correct, sir. Well, do we support the destroyers who are reliable? Problem is, to get in position to use that radar, it's going to take me a minute. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Oops. Yeah, we're getting spotted. There he was.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Teammate,
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Well, your read was correct, unfortunately. I'm now dead.
Alle Stationen, Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren.
Enemy battleship detected.
teammate, I need your support.
The ship is on fire.
I need your support.
Maybe you have to hit the shot.
Teammate, I need your support.
Attention. Target position.
Alright. Oh, fuck.
Get back! Get back!
This is going to hell in my handbasket.
Main turret critically damaged. Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir.
Damn. Fuck. This gets worse and worse.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Confirmed penetration.
Oof. Well, I tried. I don't think it's gonna do much.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, so when, if you're looking at the Ingenious perk is what it's called, where it's saying, okay, I'm spotted, and then if there's a number 1, it means one ship has actually selected me. So when you're aiming at a target,
All stations requesting.
you'll have a little circle around this icon right here. That means that your gunners are functionally aiming at them. Your actually goes way up. Okay, you do that on my thing by R1. We'll change who you're targeting. That means one ship is targeting me. If it's a 1, with the main guns. If it's 2, 2 of these ships are targeting me. If it goes from 1 and then 0, that means someone's no longer targeting me with their main guns. Might be a destroyer who switched to the torpedo aim mode, which is the real... I don't know if it's the main strength, but an underrated strength of the perk that a lot of people don't actually realize how it works. But especially if I'm on the cruiser and there's a destroyer trying to torp me and I got Ingenious, if he manages to hit me, it's pretty much my fault. Alright, the Belfast we did lose. Not surprising there. Oof. It was a Fuso, not an Gato. Damn. 6 kill Kraken. Not too shabby. Yeah, I'll try and let's play another cruiser and I'll walk you through
George
how it
Dewey
works.
is
Or
equivalent
wait, no,
of,
we'll do the
of a rock
Bismarck
star.
first. Starting to coming in out with a 10 spot. Thank you very much. If you remind me, though, we'll cover the Ingenious perk a little bit more in depth. The turret-verse. Yeah, I would rank the turret-verse the most important. And I mean, the indicator telling you how many ships are targeting you, that's valuable. The torp thing is just kind of a bonus. It's kind of situational, but, you know, if you're in a situation where you might have 3 or 4 ships that could be targeting you, well, you're not going to really know that that's a torpedo attack, even if it is. Hey, good starting, appreciate it. Yeah, 1 destroyer, Jervis. That's the main target. Riga, Albemarle, got radars. Fiji, York, extremely dangerous. Cleveland's got a radar. So since we have a 1 destroyer lineup, that's the most important piece. And then all the ships that can easily fuck them up. Basically everything we just mentioned. All the cruisers. Next tiered targets. And you'll see there's 3 battleships that don't mean diddly squat. That's who almost everyone on our team is going to target. One gallon of gas. Yeah, the Turtverse is why I pretty much always use it whenever the build allows for it. Yeah, we're getting spotted here now. It could be a cruiser, probably a destroyer. Just judging on the fact that this cruiser's not yet into our detection range. So we do need to be aware of that possibility.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
You can hit this guy quick.
George Dewey is equivalent of a rock star.
Could be the Cleveland as well. Oh, there he is. Jeffrey coming in out, Tbull. Happy hunting, sir, and thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it quite a bit. Yeah, all right. This is gonna be a very short Bismarck game.
Nice work.
Appreciate it, guys.
Feueralarm!
Yeah, so we scared the Jervis off somehow. See if we can catch him with the radar, or the sonar, I mean. Fiji.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Here he comes.
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
See if anyone's paying attention.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Come on. Nobody's shooting him.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels. Alle Stationen, Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren.
It's too bad. I thought he was going to try and sit on the edge of the cap and get that. That's why I moved forward here. Otherwise, I would have just stayed where I was to fuck him up.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
There you are, Governor.
Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung.
How do I target him?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Come on, boys. Shoot the fucker, will ya?
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff gesunken. Unser Sieg ist in Sicht.
Why is this thing not turning? There we go.
Gegnerische Zerstörer gesunken.
It's like pulling teeth with these bastards. Should put the spawn points further back. I think they're fine on most maps. Like I was saying on Two Brothers, I think that would be a good idea. Okay. It should do the trick. Wow, what a great match. Three kills, 40,000 damage. With a base capture. In a match that lasted about 5 minutes. Wow, what a great match. I hope someone recorded that one. You prefer the PC spawns? Yeah. I think there would be way more black holes if they all spawned in the back. These guys just cannot resist clumping up. Alright, I'll walk you through how the Ingenious perk works here. Oh, we should look at it first. So here we got two things listed, right? Traverse speed, and this actually was nerfed a few, I don't know, 6 months ago. I think it used to be about 2 degrees a second. Still outstanding, though. Alright, incoming splash damage, nice. I mean, not something you'll ever notice, but whatever. And it tells you the early or the indicator warning showing the number of enemy ships currently targeting your ship with their main batteries. That's the key right there, the main batteries. What ship do you really want Wargaming to buff? I don't know. Haven't unlocked the Bismarck. The Bismarck's gotten a lot better. When it came out of the gate, it was like, eh. No destroyers again. What ship could use a buff? I don't know. I think I might have to spot here a little bit. We got pretty good concealment on this Makawa build here. It's like our carrier did launch, but he's playing in between A and B, so probably not going to get a lot of help over here.
Teammate, I need your support. Acknowledged.
Ah, fuck.
Teammate, I need your support.
This could be difficult. So one ship spotting us. Now that's not the carrier. But one of these ships either on C or on B. See that circle around the Dallas? That means the target's selected. If you ever shoot a shot when the guy isn't selected, I'll try and demonstrate that. So here's... Just watch how it looks when it's not selected. Actually doesn't look too bad. But much less accurate. Alright, so now we got two guys targeting us. The heat is on. Like the fly boys after us. God damn.
Nice work. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So yeah, since there's no destroyer in this game, I won't be able to demonstrate what I was talking about, but... You know, basically, let's say I'm targeting this guy and he's got the perk. Well, if I switch to this mode, then it doesn't say he's targeted anymore. So if you know you're fighting a destroyer, you see you're no longer targeted. Give him a couple seconds, just hold your line, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, let him be like, okay, I got the shot lined up. As soon as it goes back to the 1 popping up, just immediately turn 180 degrees. You'll frustrate the living piss out of them. I've seen guys uninstall the game. Alright.
Nice work.
I think we'll be doing alright this game, even though we're not playing the caps too well. We are winning the fights.
Teammate, I need your support. All stations, concentrate fire on that.
Experiencing the Bismarck runner. Yeah. Oh! Alright, let's go grab C quick. Make sure we don't fuck this up.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Jesus. What's wrong with the rudder on this thing today? Charlemagne video about using the Ingenious against torpedoes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've covered it for the first, I don't know, year or so. I kind of kept it just members only videos when we used to do those before we started doing the member streams. Probably talked about it once or twice on the stream, but tried to keep it somewhat closely guarded, but we've covered it now, 2-3 videos.
All stations, proceed and capture that area. All stations.
Is Kavor playing or not?
Target.
Yeah, it's a sneaky little play though, just kind of using the game mechanics to your advantage. But yeah, if you're doing that against a destroyer who's trying to torp you, it's just should be basically impossible for them to hit you. Yeah, we got C. We also got 3 ships out of 5 over here, so I think playing over... Normally I wouldn't play over here, but if we kind of tie up their attention a little bit, that'll give the rest of our team room to figure it out. Todd, what's going on? Still haven't unlocked the Megami. Yeah, the Megami. Can't go wrong with that one. How can I not spot a Kavor? Oh. Yeah, like, let's just say I'm bombing on this guy for a couple minutes. Well, now, as soon as I get targeted, I'll know he's the one aiming at me, and I just gotta move forward a foot. I don't know, you get some hard asses that are like, oh, Ingenious is just for new players that don't know. My game awareness is so good. Well, there's multiple benefits. You got the turret traverse, you got the ability to basically be torpedo proof. And by the way, it'll tell you if people are trying to kill you or not. In my opinion, it's either the best perk in the game or like second or third best perk. Megami just a worse at Toggle? I like the Megami better than Atago. That one we're not going to get a huge score on, but we did our job. Wasn't much, but it was honest work. Yeah, hopefully that'll give you a little insight on the old Ingenious. 180 likes for just 20 shy at 200. Gotta think we could be able to pull that one off. For me, like the Japanese cruisers, I'm usually trying to point them away from whoever I'm fighting. So the fact that we got, you know, you're losing half the torps with the Atago. And a lot of times, like if you're trying to torp something that's either in the front half of your ship or the back half, well, you're always going to be tempted to swing that other half in so you can launch that salvo, basically forcing you to be broadside to do that. So it takes a little bit more self-control. Board torps equal more fun. Yeah, I get that. It's a little bit like if you post up on an advanced position, the Atago's a little bit better. Even though it can do that, it's not as good as like a Hipper or Edinburgh or something like that, you know. Okay, what catches the old eye? Let me try the Mutsu. We haven't played this thing for a while. It has zoning torp and max range in the DD. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Good read of the situation. Talk about good looking ship. Yeah. What's the difference between Megami and Miyoko? Well, yeah, obviously you get the matchmaking's different, but Megami a little bit better firing angles, harder to play. I'd say the Megami blows up easier than the Miyoko. Sucks. They got the carrier is on the same line as the destroyer, so we're gonna have a hard game. A lot of cruisers though. What we got over here, Nuremberg.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
Let's watch streams at work, yeah. Yeah, the plan, we'll do a stream tomorrow and then Sunday members stream. Alright, the fact that this guy's leaving is not making our life easier. I don't necessarily want to give up the flank for free, but... So, when we're in situations like this where we're for sure overloaded, right? I mean, it's a 1v whatever they put over here. Well, now what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it as costly as possible for them to get A, even though they're probably going to get it, right? They'll probably kill me. They'll probably get the cap. How long can we get them to take to do it? How much damage can we inflict on them? These are the questions we're going to start asking. You know, if we got an overload over here, which everyone on our team's going that direction, so we should have an overload. Hopefully they, you know, you're supposed to win fights that your numerical advantage is on. If you don't, then your team's going to lose the game anyways. Oh, fuck. I don't think he could get that off. Whoops. A lot of damage there. Oof. Okay, we got C. Hopefully they'll get B since there's nothing stopping them from getting it. Don't have long left, but we'll see what we can do here. So we've gotten all those points we've had from C. Got some damage. The Weimar should be low. This thing, he'll heal it up. But we got him down to about, you know, 2/3 health or whatever. Maybe get another heal off. Maybe continue to slow this down. That doesn't look like it. That's just kind of the goal when you're on the losing end of the stick. Now these guys, even though they had numerical superiority over there, they're having a real hard time figuring out what to do with it. That's kind of the danger. I think they should still be able to win over here, though. Can they get B? That's the real question. We got, okay, so basically, conceptually, they spent 4 ships to kill 2 on A and get the cap. We spent 2, 4, looks like 5 ships to kill, I don't know, 2 or 3 over here if they do pull it off. And we got B. Which the guy got it on his own. Now, if he pushes forward here, these guys will blow him up this way. That's why I would check the map if I were you. lucky to be alive for this long, but it won't be much longer. And then, can we hold them off from getting B at that point in time? This is what matters. Now, positioning is going to dictate that. We got this fucking guy going over here for some reason. Why would you possibly go over here? There's nothing of value over here. So this guy's fucking worthless. We can just consider him not part of it. This guy will... I should be able to hopefully... Hang on, this Gorky's low. Boise... King George. These guys are going to take a little while to reposition. Meanwhile, you would think they'd be able to kill the New Orleans, but they for sure be pressuring B at this point in time. So this one I would probably rate a toss-up at this point in time, but I'm not... Nothing that's happening is inspiring confidence. Super Testers playing Weimar. This is totally fine to release. Sometimes they say, like, this is kind of fucked up, and then they just get ignored. From what I understand, at least. I mean, the Super Testers are like a piece of input. I think, technically, the community contributors are a piece of input. But they have their own... people testing them as well. So many better BBs to use in rank than Mutsu. Yeah, the Mutsu's armor isn't great. The guns are pretty... They're not the all-time most accurate, but when they connect, it's kind of like the West Virginia, you know, you get some of those really... Ooh. Did you see that type of shots? Okay, Shima. Megami, Alaska. I think here I'm going to try and park right about, see if we can get up there. We got a Kaba and a Shima. Take a little bit of a risk. If these guys are paying attention, they might be able to whack me if we get spotted early. But they changed the spawns on this map, so now, like, I think these reds are back here somewhere, so it takes them a second to get over here to spot this lane, which allows you to kind of basically trying to park right here. Pressure the cape, or the cap, support the Shima. Have access to broadside shots here and defensive shots up that line right there. We'll see, though. Any tips on the Grover? It's one of the harder ships to play. You basically don't get citadeled in it, but you take, like, huge hits. You have so much armor that anything in the side basically never overpens. So you see values that look like they're citadel shots. So usually the Grover I would try and play basically pointed directly at the guys that can shoot you. With a little, try and demonstrate here in a sec. You'd like to get those secondaries going. So, like, let's say I'm in the Grover and I'm fighting these guys. This would be a pretty decent angle. I might tighten it up just a smidge.
I need intelligence data.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Yeah, you just got fucked up, dude.
Союзники, поддержите огнем по указанной цели.
All stations.
I don't even know if it's worth using the radar at the moment. Nope. Well, this isn't going well.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Yes.
Союзник, требуется твоя поддержка.
Yeah, we did get the 2 caps, though.
Союзники, сфокусировать
огонь на цели.
There's a good example. Like, that thing does have torps, and we're keeping an eye on what's going on. I don't know if he just recently torped, so I kind of doubt that's a torpedo strike, but I'm at least aware of the fact that we're getting rapidly targeted and untargeted. Yeah, we're just gonna have to leave here. I'm under the assumption we are gonna lose C, but we're gonna get out of here because I'm gonna get fucking slaughtered. This guy's basically just spotting us. This guy who could... I mean, we have 3 ships that can shoot him, so even though he moves over here to spot him, it's a little dangerous from his perspective. But I still think we kill them, even if we trade our own Shima, but him sitting there like that, it's just going to get us fucked up.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
So, he had 2 choices. He could deal with that Shima with support or not. He can wait till the Turbines gets nuked and I leave, and then he dies. Or he comes over, he spots him and fights him to begin with. But once again, I don't support ships that are just going to sit there with their dick up their ass. GK in a kiting position? I see a lot of like max range GKs, which I don't recommend. The problem with one of the problems with the GK is the turning on it is so... It's a huge turn circle, so like if you get close and then try and turn around like that, you're gonna take some big damage. Okay. Demo's a tester. Alright, can we get B back?
Torpedoes, direct front.
Take a little bit of a risk here to get away from that Alabama.
Our team has taken the lead.
Gonna be 2 radars that basically got no damage for us, which is not good, but is what it is.
Torpedoes to starboard.
God damn it. Ah, yeah. And the funny thing was, I was in the shower this morning. I'm like, maybe we should do a stream all legendary tier. And then the only thing that was actually stopping me from doing that was how low I was in credits. That's how fucking dumb I am sometimes. Alright, what do we want to play? We can play Weimar. You think Gearing's better than Fletcher? Gearing is just such a slug when it's moving. Yeah, I got 5 likes to go to 200. Just one salvo coming in hot. 8 Tbull. How about playing a terrible game for me? That was a terrible game, the last game. Yes, yes, I gotta do it, but I might have to write this down here. Terrible. You guys remind me if I forget. Were you in the shower with a toaster? It was a really bad idea, wasn't it? Like a really, 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 really bad idea. Harafabukis. This should be a gimme, unless they know what they're doing. Thank you very much, Just One Cell. Appreciate it. I will do my very best to remember. Unless you're just talking about a terrible game in general, in which case most of these games today have been pretty terrible. Yeah, exactly, Mike. The German battleships in general, and the GK in particular, you got to be really careful with the pacing. That's always the toughest. In my mind, you want to be as close as safely possible. But the safely is the biggest part. Grinding 750 XP, which did you get? Massachusetts isn't bad. Certainly a good ship. Yeah, there's one of the radars, all the radars. Looks like their center spawn does not have the double destroyer division. Could be on C, we'll find out here in a moment. Might be on us. Yeah, Terrible's pretty good. Ooh. Alright, they are over here. Colleen's got radar, right? I know you got radar. Are you gonna use it or not? I know the answer to that question. Do you guys know the answer? Oh shit. We're in serious trouble now. Use your radar, Luke. If you're new to the game or you don't know what intelligence data actually is supposed to mean, it's like we need spotting, we need radar, sonar, whatever you got. In this context, it should be very easy because he's got a radar that can cover the whole cap. There's 2 fucking destroyers on the cap. Or actually, they split up, which is interesting. Very rarely would you see a... So these guys are actually striking me like they know what they're doing, which is a problem. Because Japanese destroyers, when played properly, can be quite problematic. Usually you want to see them on the red team because they are very rarely played well. But in this case, we got some problems. Like the guy did not go north either. I'm gonna try and clear up this mid. We've already lost the A flank handily, and there's nothing we can do about it. Losing C for no reason. This guy probably not gonna fire a shot the first 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm risking it all to get over here, but this game's already, like, very close to being lost, so... Take a few risks. You did get that Fubuki, which is good. Oh boy. He wants me dead. Fuck. Alright. Can we turn this around? I think so. Oh shit. This guy's really gotta fucking do something here. This is a disaster. Thought their other Fubuki was like moving over here to defend B, but I have no idea where he is now. Sheesh. Alright. There you are. I completely misread his movements. I thought he went through the middle from A to B.
Nice work.
What's your most
George
played
Dewey
ship and why?
is
Currently it would be the
equivalent
Kid.
of a rock star.
Because it's the sheriff. I've had a few most plays over the years. Started off as Biscuit. It was the first tier 6 premium I got. I am stuck. Oh beer. This ain't good.
We've been spotted.
Then after a while, it was Warspite for a long time, but Warspite stopped accruing games because I got the Warspite B and just thought that one looked cooler. So now the Kid has snuck into the lead. Will you fucking do something? Jesus. Yeah, the Kid just because it can kick the crap out of everything. Come on! Jesus. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. As soon as he comes around, we will be dead. Oh my god. They are getting C, which is the good news. Bad news is I won't be around to see the end of this one. Oh my god, he's getting shot. Yeah, I don't tend to play like I like to just bounce around on the ships. I don't play the same ship over and over again like a lot of the guys do. So even though the Kid's my most played, it's probably, we could check the stats after. Probably like 250 games or something like that.
Nice work.
Oof, that was another difficult one. I hope we can hold on here. Basically, we got to defend B in this scenario.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Here we go. If we can kill this destroyer, the game should be over. Shit.
Katapultjäger in der Luft.
So, oh, it's not countering, okay.
Nice work.
Beautiful.
Nice work.
Yeah, that should be the end of the game.
That was a great battle.
It was a great battle. It was an alright battle. Tbull's the only boat I played twice in a row. Yeah, that one I like. It's just so hard to get the glory and the fame with it. You have to have some cooperation from the team. I got some good games saved for you guys. I think the Weimar game is one of them. I think I got a killer. I think it was a Weimar game. One of these German cruisers. Alright, so let's go wrap this up, shall we? Cali was the most OP until the Weimar appeared. Well, Cali's certainly good.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Yeah, this one's pretty damn good, isn't it? Kamikaze most OP ship. Does what it does well, that's for sure.
Unser Sieg ist in Sicht.
Alright. Wasn't looking good early, but they pulled it off. Not too shabby. And Monahan, when he started shooting the battleship, got me a little nervous. Because if that side collapsed, we were in trouble. How the fuck does this guy get 2,000? He didn't shoot for the first 5 minutes. Must have turned it around at some point. Tier 4 ranks which team is the commie? Yeah, that part it kind of sucks for. Okay. Mutsu. This is the one we were just trying to kite. Looks like they won on score, so I'm guessing they just kind of came back into B and took that over. Yeah, except for that 3-game losing streak of doing alright today. Alright, let's try the terrible. I'll just check the service record. So I got the most 238 is my most played on kids, so I just spread it out, keep things interesting. Leone is almost as OP. Hill may be better than Farragut. Yeah, we'll see. When's that one coming out? Oh, we got a carrier, fuck. And it's Poe Beta. The Poe boy. Chili! God damn it. It's about as worst case scenario as we can have. Kid and Friesland. So we already had trouble. We got the radar and the Riga, we got the sonar on the York, and we got main man Chili in the Poe boy, the Poe Beta. I appreciate the donation, but this demonstration, the terribles are going to be difficult. I think I'll just have to play in these tight islands over here. Try and protect ourselves a little bit. $691 with the Bismarck. Ooh. Who's Chili? He's another community contributor. He's the guy I blanked a season of ranked with. He played like 25-0 one time. Very good player. I haven't seen him around though lately. I thought he kind of moved over to PC mostly, but I guess he's apparently still out here in the Legends. Sure, the 200k damage in Poe Beta? No. I didn't see it, but it doesn't surprise me. Let's see if we can stay away from him. That does not surprise me. Man, never saw a damage record you didn't want to grab. Ah, fuck. That's what we call not worth it. Oops. Alright. Didn't completely throw there. I misread the situation. Oh, here he goes.
Alerte incendie.
Yeah, we don't have much longer left now. Seconds.
Problème résolu, chef.
Got a radar right next to us. Oh fuck! I can't even get out of here. The problem. Coming here, we're gonna get spotted. We're gonna get shot. We might get sunk. I just can't physically turn around with this Brandenburg right there. Here we go again. Not gonna be a very long game, this one. Interesting. There's a Friesland on B. I could maybe get him after this disaster over here. Big money. He's being a good sport and not killing me. Although I guarantee he wants to. Killing the destroyer with those things is the easiest street.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
I say if we can somehow get that Friesland killed. I'm not gonna call it a good game, but we'll call it acceptable. Or we could swing into B, grab that one. There's stuff we can do besides killing ourselves.
À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
We're winning over here, we just need the caps.
Coéquipier, j'ai besoin d'assistance.
Dude, look at your map. There's nobody over there. Why do you keep move further to the west? That's a good example we were talking about earlier. You can tell sometimes, okay, this guy's clearly not looking at the map. I'm over here. Oh no, here he comes. He's angry.
Alerte incendie. Problème résolu, chef.
That shot was amazing, dude. Alright, can we get this Friesland damaged? I can't even, like, reliably kind of fight him in a fight now with that hit. Come on. But we do have the Wichita back in. This guy should be able to hit him. This guy could if he moved over here. Come on, dude. What are you doing? There's no way he's not killing me normally, I don't think. He's throwing the game. Kind of concerned because that's not the Friesland sonar. That's the Riga. I think those are gonna die right as they get in there. Yep. Not looking good.
À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position. Boost des moteurs activé.
Oh fuck.
Attention. Cible repérée à cette position.
Nah, I can't even shoot at him. I don't see any possible way to win this game. If Red somehow lost this... I don't have a way to finish that sentence. The Wichita, I don't know why the fuck you're down there, man. The one job you got was to kill this Friesland. Alright. Riga has sonar. It should have radar, I believe.
Dégâts critiques au moteur.
Just in case any of you watching thought we had a shot at that one. That's tough matchmaking though for the terrible. Got the kid, you got the Friesland, those are both gonna be tough fights for you. You got a radar, and Chile, I'm pretty sure, was taking it easy on us. I've never watched him play carrier. I mean, he keeps posting these huge damage games, so maybe he doesn't attack the destroyers like I prescribed, but if he wanted to, he could have killed us pretty easily there. $11.7 radar, yeah. I was trying to get close enough to that Friesland to torp the cloud, but I didn't want to get too close because he could sonar. Alright, we got destroyers up the wazoo, no cruisers. Not a choice, DD, to go against a competent CV player. Yeah. I mean, you could see those skip bombs. We can't really dodge those, and I think he did about a third of our health there. So if he wanted to, he could have just easily wiped us out. I think he was just taking pity on us. Or he's just straight up chasing damage. I don't know which, but either way. Damage, damage, damage. Good DD players can dodge bombs very well. Really? You can dodge those wall of bombs. That was the first time I've ever played against Soviet skip bombers, so... Maybe you're right, but I never missed him when I was testing them out. Destroyers, battleships, cruisers. No problems hitting them. You can dodge skip bombers by not going broadside. I could test it out, I guess.
Alerte incendie.
Alright, dude. These guys are sucking the will play right out of me, so. We got 3 destroyers, all of them refusing to go into the cap. That's the fucking strategy we're employing this game? I get 1 hit. Yeah. No, I understand that they're low damage. Some people are, you know, my video where I was saying it's easy street, they're saying, oh, the plane's got low health. I get all that, but I'm just saying from an aiming perspective.
Problème résolu, chef.
I find those Soviets to be tough to miss with, to be honest with you. Gotta make sure you get the torps on them, don't you? Oh, take your guy's word for it. Like I said, that's the first time I've gone against that carrier. I didn't miss any shots on destroyers when I was testing them.
Alerte incendie.
Alright, let's see if we got a shot over here. Fuck this game.
Position eines strategischen Ziels.
I kind of feel like these guys are wasting everyone's time. Are you guys getting that impression?
Concentrez le tir sur le navire ennemi. À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
Where the fuck are you going, man? Holy shit. Completely brain dead.
Cible pénétrée.
Torpille à tribord.
What is wrong with your guns, man?
flottaison. On prend l'eau rapidement.
L'équipe ennemie a pris l'avantage.
That's the first time he shot the entire game, I'm pretty sure.
Bon travail.
Good God. Fucking idiots. Look at this son of a bitch.
L'ennemi est sur le point de l'emporter.
Look at this. He's 2 feet from a fucking cap that has nothing anywhere near it. Alright, well. Since the quality of the games is spiraling out of control rapidly, I think I'm going to do something else with the remainder of my day. Rather than subject you good people to this horse shit. Like, we could just stare at the wall. That would be more productive. Rearrange the sock drawer. Watch paint dry. Any of these options. Much better use of our limited time here on Earth. Alright, guys. Daniel, Just One Salvo, Jeffrey, Sardina, Carlos, appreciate the donos very much. Most CCs and all that damage all the community cares about. That's why I post damage games instead of quality skill-based games. Well, that's on you guys then. Anyone that's part of the problem, we gotta pull the collective heads out of the asses here, because this is some fucking dog shit, man. You know, wargaming's not gonna teach anyone how to play the game, so it's really, we're the only shot these people have. And if it's all, oh, check out this 200 damage game, well, that's all they're gonna give a fuck about then. I mean, I ask you guys, I don't know about your content specifically, but if that's what you're posting, or you talk to the other guys who were saying that, tell them it's our fucking, we're the only hope. We're the Obi-Wans of this situation, because these fucking guys, they're not going to learn anything by watching each other play, you know? Like that Akatsuki watching the other destroyers sail around in circles, not shooting the guns, doing God knows what for the last 10 minutes. They're not going to fucking learn just by playing the game. It is what it is. That would be my advice. I mean, it's your own content. You can make whatever you want, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop, miscount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're about 500, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 6. I guess that's 2/3, right? I will. You're probably right, man. Like, I'll put up videos where it's. I even try and like force myself to not say it anymore. Sometimes I'll say like, this is kind of a run-of-the-mill game, but it's got some good information. And like the non-flashy games definitely do less well, so I get it. Ah, fuck it. Maybe I'll just abandon all hope and just start putting up big damage games after big damage games. Doesn't seem like we're having much effect. All right, we'll be back tomorrow.